Good afternoon, everyone. Just came to a slightly different side of London that you normally see, and this is an area called Millbank, and we're also this is Victoria Park Gardens, and this little statue here, it's good afternoon Edu and Shaku. It's an example of a Victorian memorial. It was built in 1833, I believe. It's called the Buxton. 1834. It's commissioned. It's actually in. I'm just reading off the Wikipedia notes. You can look it up yourself. Actually, it's just called the Buxton Memorial Fountain, and it's in an area just off Millbank. What you can see there, we've got the shadows of back end of Parliament. Yeah, it is. It is a good well, isn't it? It's got a real sort of checkered history as well. I'll tell you about it in a minute. But it's actually like a little. It's an octagonal memorial, and something that it is, isn't it? It's been quite foggy this morning. You can just see. I mean, you can just see across the across the river. We've still got a little bit of hazy fog. So I'll take you down to the river shortly, and you can see like that's the back of the Parliament buildings. And but I'll just show you this here. Actually, it's an octagonal fountain. Now there were actually 8 statues on the top, but they were made of brass, and unfortunately they've gone missing over the time. Then they made them out of fiberglass to try and stop people missing and make them go missing, but they still went there. Yeah, I think it's foggy all over the world actually. Just hear Big Ben chiming in the background there. It's 4:45. But you can take you inside here. There's actually there for. Yeah, I'll say hello in a minute. I'll just show you this. See, this is the fountain inside. So you can actually walk in. It is a walking fountain, but it's been moved about 3 times. It was actually over in front of the Parliament Square. Yeah, what is it? It was built in this is built in 1834, so it's very much the Victorian style, and it's actually to commemorate the emancipation of slavery, which happened in 1807, and this was commissioned in 1833. So it's been moved a couple of times. It was actually originally over in front of the Parliament buildings, because the Parliament buildings are over there, you're going to see, and Parliament Square, where they rebuilt it. So they've moved it a couple of times. So it's I've seen this a couple of times from the street, because you go past it on Millbank. I wanted to actually have a closer look. Oh, thank you. Don't worry about me. Just look at this. So this is it was erected in 1835 by Charles Buxton MP in commemoration of the emancipation of slaves. And what have we got? Right, you thrown me there. Stop talking about me. You want to just see this stuff. This is great. So come and have a look at London. I'll tell you what, I'll take you down by the river. So we've shown you that. It's all marble and stone. I'll take you down to the riverside, and I'll show you. It's a little different view. Oh, you missed me this weekend. Sorry, Anya. Yeah, we saw Kylie yesterday, and if anybody was on that one, sorry if it broke up right at the last minute. It's grey London weather. So look, you can see where we are roughly. That's the London Eye over there, and Westminster Bridge in the distance. And you can see how sort of misty it is. We've got quite high tide. I'm only standing what? Yeah, I mean I could literally look. I'm probably 10 foot off the water here. So that's the London Eye in the distance, and that's Westminster Bridge and the South Bank over there. And we got this little walk. Got this little all the leaves are just falling off now, so you can sort of walk and kick through the leaves. Hi Linda. Hi Rosabelle. And make sure I don't drop things in the river. It's down towards Southwark. Yeah, Britain stopped. Britain actually stopped slavery in 1807, and it was actually the British Navy who were actually responsible for clamping down on slavery worldwide. You was in London. Okay, you can hear it. It makes you, if we're probably about 10 minutes before it goes off again. So I'll just take, this is actually just at the back end of Parliament. Yes, hello Colleen, hello Tuna. You can see the leaves are just starting to fall off the trees now here. And they're just starting to turn the lights on. So there's actually a nice little park here. Not too many people go to, because most people, they go over to Big Ben and Parliament, but don't come this side. If you always just look around the corner, you'd be surprised what you find in London. But the leaves are just starting to fall off the trees now. I'll show you where the Shard. The Shard is not near here. Hang on, I think I've just lost it in the fog somewhere. It's much further. The Shard's much further down the river. Yeah, you can see that there's a little bit of fog in this. You know, a bit what London used to be like. If you want to see the Shard is about another couple of miles down the south bank there. It's over at London Bridge. But we're over at Westminster near Big Ben and the House of Parliament. So there's just a few people having a little chat on the bench. Won't disturb them. It's not been too bad actually. It's cleared up this afternoon. And there's one of the little river cruise boats. So you can go on these tour boats and you can go up and down, and they take you round. So if you buy a ticket for the London Eye, you normally get a lot of discount ticket for their own cruise boats. So they have their own cruise boats. But you may have seen me go up and down London on a river taxi, which is another way of doing it. Yeah, I think the whole world is actually covered in fog. I don't know what's caused all this, but I'm hearing just about everybody is covered in fog. So let's have a look. What I want to do actually, I want to take you across the road. Actually, there's another little bit I need to dash off before we start losing the daylight. Oh, hello, Michael. Nice to see you in there. But that's the back end of the House of Lords we've got over there. Oh, there's someone who knows his goodies. The Phantom Raspberry Blower. I do remember that one. Of old London town. He's still lurking. But yeah, so that's our little Buxton Memorial. I've always wanted to go and have a look at that one, because I think that architecture is really really gothic and interesting. Something better to show you anyway. But you all want to see the London Eye anyway, but I'll show you the old stuff, but everybody else wants to see the London Eye. Right, I'm going to dash across the road, because just before the the two Ronnies, you got the one. I'm just going to dash across the road because I've got something else good to show you, and I want to get there before it gets too dark. Alright, so thanks for dropping in on that one, and I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you are in London, if you do want to go and see the Parliament building, just drop into the park just behind it. And hello Anonymous. High tide not till 1743. Okay, yeah, so we've got, well, alright, so we've probably it's still got to come up a little bit higher, maybe another foot. Right, I'll just show you there. That's the memorial in the background. Yes, it was the two Ronnies, wasn't it? Yes. Bodies here too. Well, I'm trying to avoid that. I did go into another park, actually. There was some around, but we're off. We've stopped doing the body hunt. Although there's bodies everywhere, believe me. Yes. Hello to the guy in the space station. It must be very crowded up there. There's about 20. There's about 25 people scoping in the International Space Station, according to the people that come on here. So hello everyone. Good night. I'm going to drop across the road, so I'm going to try and get another scope in before it gets dark, because we've probably got about another half an hour of daylight left. All right. Thanks for dropping in, and I shall hopefully see you in about 5 or 10 minutes if you want to join one of my next scopes. You know what to do, just tap the little man and press the button, and you know you're old enough to work out how to do it now anyway. Right, thanks a lot everyone, cheerio, see you.